Ladies and gentlemen, sisters, daughters of the Most High, lean in close, because I feel something stirring in the spirit tonight when God is about to bless a woman with something big, not small, not ordinary, but life-shaking, destiny-shifting, history-making. There will be signs. Oh yes, heaven does not release greatness without leaving clues. And I came to tell you today that if you've been crying through the midnight hour, if you've been feeling pressure on every side, if life has been stretching you and pulling you, don't you dare give up, because it just might be the sound of your next blessing coming. Tonight, I want to share with you the 7 divine signs, the 7 markers, the 7 indicators that let you know that God is up to something in your life. And by the time we're finished, you won't just recognize the signs, you'll be ready to walk into your breakthrough. When you are on the edge of a blessing, there is a stirring in your spirit that you cannot quite put into words. You wake up in the morning and something feels different. You go through your day and everything feels like it's shifting. People around you may not notice anything unusual. Deep inside you, you sense that something is about to happen. It is not anxiety, it is not fear. It is a divine restlessness that refuses to let you settle for where you are. You find yourself dissatisfied with what used to satisfy you. Conversations that once entertained, you now feel empty. Environments that once felt comfortable now feel too small. This is God's way of letting you know that He is calling you higher. He is agitating your spirit so you will not get stuck in a place He never intended you to stay. This restlessness is not punishment. It is preparation. It is like a spiritual pregnancy where you feel the contractions of destiny moving inside of you. You may not know the details. You may not know when or how it will happen, but you know that something is on the way. This is the moment to press into prayer, to lean into worship, to seek God more than ever before. This is the time to clean out distractions, to release old baggage, and to posture yourself for what is coming. When God allows this restlessness to hit your spirit, it is a sign that He is about to transition you into a new season, new dimension, and a new level of purpose. Whenever you are on the verge of a major blessing, the intensity of spiritual warfare often increases. Suddenly, things that were calm start to feel chaotic. You may notice unexpected conflicts, strange opposition, attacks that seem to come out of nowhere. The enemy senses that something significant is about to break forth in your life. His goal is to distract you, discourage you, and derail you before you step into your promise. This is why you may feel more pressure, more resistance, and more temptation than usual. You might find yourself questioning your worth, doubting your calling, or feeling like giving up altogether. But this surge of warfare is actually confirmation that you are close to something extraordinary. The enemy doesn't fight what doesn't threaten him, and the fact that the battle is so fierce means that your breakthrough is near. This is the moment where you must remain steadfast, put on the whole armor of God, and stand firm in faith. Your prayers become more urgent, your worship becomes more powerful, and your focus becomes more intentional. It is in this season that you learn to silence the lies of the enemy and declare the promises of God over your life. The pressure you feel is not a sign to quit. It is a sign to push through. The warfare is proof that the blessing is real and that heaven has already released it with your name on it. There are moments before a major blessing when relationships begin to shift in ways you didn't expect. People you thought would always be by your side may suddenly distance themselves. Friendships that once felt secure may begin to fade. Opportunities or connections that seemed essential may unexpectedly close. At first, this can feel painful and confusing. These divine disconnections are not meant to harm you. They are God's way of making room for what is next. Sometimes we hold on to people, places, and situations that are no longer aligned with where God is taking us. In His wisdom, He begins to separate you from anything that could hinder your growth or delay your destiny. While it may feel like loss, it is actually protection. As some doors close, you will also notice new doors beginning to open. Fresh relationships will form, mentors will appear, and connections that carry your next season will begin to enter your life. This is not coincidence, it is alignment. God is strategic in who He allows to walk with you into the next chapter. He will not let everyone have access to the version of you that is about to emerge. Trust that the people leaving your life are making space for those who will help you steward your blessing. This is a sign to release control, surrender your circle to God, and embrace the divine exchange that is taking place. As you draw closer to the moment of your blessing, you will begin to notice doors opening that you could not have opened on your own. Opportunities will present themselves that seem too perfectly timed to be coincidence. People will recommend you, resources will find you, and favor will begin to surround you in ways that you did not expect. Things that were once hard will suddenly become easier, and paths that were blocked will begin to clear. This is what happens when the hand of God is on your life. He goes before you and prepares the way. It is not about luck. It is not about who you know. It is about divine favor working on your behalf. These moments remind you that the blessing is not something you have to force. It is something that flows from God's plan for you. Even small victories in this season are significant because they are signs that heaven is aligning things for your next level. You may receive invitations, promotions, or unexpected yeses that confirm God's timing. This is why it is important to stay sensitive and ready, because the favor may require you to move quickly. What felt like delay begins to make sense as you see how God orchestrated every step to bring you here. This is the season where you must walk boldly, knowing that if God opened the door, He intends for you to walk through it. When you are on the verge of a great blessing, your spiritual senses become sharper and more tuned into the voice of God. You may find yourself feeling a stronger pull to pray, spending more time in quiet reflection, or sensing things in the spirit before they happen. Your discernment becomes heightened, allowing you to see beyond what is happening on the surface. Situations that once confused you suddenly become clear. You begin to recognize who is genuinely for you and who is not. You may even sense when to make a move or when to wait, not because of logic, but because of an inner knowing that only God can give. This heightened sensitivity is a gift because the next season of blessing often requires wisdom and careful choices. God sharpens your spirit so you can handle the opportunities and responsibilities that are coming your way. He will speak to you through His word, through dreams, through moments of stillness, and even through confirmations that show up in your daily life. In this season, pay close attention to the nudges in your spirit because they are guiding you into alignment with His plan. This sensitivity will protect you from wrong turns and prepare you to embrace the right ones. It is a sign that heaven is actively guiding your steps into a place of purpose and promise.